Everyone, here we are from Wimbledon School of English. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us in this webinar about our junior centres this summer. I'm Fiona, for those of you who don't know me, and I'm the principal at Wimbledon School of English. And what we'd like to do for the next 30, 45 minutes, an hour, if you've got the time, if you've got the questions, is give you an outline of the two centres that we run for junior students at Wimbledon School of English. And let me just introduce to you, first of all, who we have with us. Very exciting today because we've got our whole sales and marketing team with us, well, nearly our whole sales and marketing team. And we also have Paul, who is our Director of Young Learners, and he is responsible for the overall running of both of our centres. So great to have him with us, and he's going to give you a lot of information about one of our centres in just a minute. We have Dirk with us, and he is our Global Sales Manager. Alex, who deals with all the juniors inquiries. She is one of our sales executives. And we also have June with us. She is our groups sales manager. So if you're looking to send a little group to us, then talk to June. And then last but not least, we have Greg. And Greg is the person behind all the IT here. So he's helping us to run this. And Greg is our social media and marketing manager. So that's the team that you're meeting today. So once again, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Now, as I mentioned, we have two centres, and we're going to outline some information about both of these centres for you. If you have any questions, and I hope you do, then please fire away. You can either use the chat box. Alex will be monitoring that, and we can answer questions there and then in the chat box, or at the end of our session, we will have a time for us to open up and answer all of your questions there as well. So please do not hesitate to ask. We are recording this, and we will send you the recording. We will also send you our presentations at the end. So anything that you miss, you've got it coming to you afterwards as well. So as I mentioned, we've got two junior centres. The first junior centre is in Lord Wandsworth College in Hampshire, and that's about an hour from Wimbledon. And Paul is going to give you some information about that in just a second. And then I will come in and I will give you some information on the junior centre that we run here in Wimbledon in London for those students who want to have that London experience. But don't get me wrong, both sets of students, Lord Wandsworth and WSE juniors, they both get a chance to see London and to experience the exciting city that we're in. So with that, I am going to now hand over to Paul. Paul's going to share his screen and give you some information about Lord Wandsworth College. So Paul, over to you if you're okay to share.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Fiona. And yeah, good morning, good afternoon and good evening to everyone who's joining us. I've just seen we've got quite a few people online at the moment, so it's fantastic to have you all here. As Fiona mentioned, my name is Paul Greaves. I am the Director of Young Learners here at Wimbledon School of English. And I'm going to give you a presentation for around about 10 to 15 minutes about our Lord Wandsworth College site, which is approximately an hour from where I am in Wimbledon at the moment. So as you can see on this first screen here, you know, we're based at Lord Wandsworth College, which is a British boarding school, a year-round boarding school based in Hampshire. And we've been using Lord Wandsworth College since 2016. So first of all, picture of our students. So these are our students who are walking up from their accommodation in the morning to the dining room, which is a few minutes away. So it's fantastic for our students to come together in the morning, walk up and you know, talk about the things they're going to be learning or doing that day. So Lord Wandsworth College, as you can see in this map here, we're in the southeast of England. We're approximately 1 hour from Wimbledon itself, an hour and a half from central London. And we're conveniently located close to the big main London airport. So we've got London Heathrow, which is about an hour from Lord Wandsworth College, and London Gatwick, which is about an hour and 15 minutes away from Lord Wandsworth College. So when it comes to transfers to and from the airport, we're very close. And to get to London, to get to Oxford, to Brighton, to Portsmouth, other major cities we go to for excursions, we're very conveniently located where we can get there and back within the day. So it's a perfect location to explore the southeast of the UK. So I'm going to start from the top of this diagram here and tell you a little bit about what makes our programme here at Wimbledon School of English at Lord Wandsworth College so amazing. So at the top, we've got a wide range of skills workshops. So I will talk about this a little bit later on, but we offer 6 skills workshops in the afternoon after the English lessons. We have an excellent mix of nationalities. Last year, we had over 21 nationalities that came to visit us at Lord Wandsworth College. So it's a fantastic opportunity for students to make friends with people from around the world and have a fantastic time, all using English as the common language to make those friendships. We're at a beautiful location. You cannot get anywhere better in the UK. You know, you see some photos a little bit later on, but the location is absolutely fantastic. It's very beautiful in the English countryside. We have professional, experienced and well-qualified staff. I make sure that all of our staff have got experience with young learners, that you know, they've got the qualifications, the safeguarding qualifications they need to make sure that all of the students who are joining us here at Lord Wandsworth College have a fantastic time. We have a challenging Green Leaders program. It's a new program we started last year, which again I will talk about in a little bit. We have interesting, fantastic excursions into London, to Oxford and other famous cities around the UK. We're in a nice and safe and self-contained campus. So again, in a moment, you'll see some photos of the campus and you can see how safe it is for our students. And we have an outstanding afternoon and evening activity program. Again, I will talk about a little bit later on. So all of these different aspects of the course create one fantastic opportunity for your students to come and join us in the UK and have a fantastic summer with us. So here's some key facts about Lord Wandsworth College. So we offer the summer school for students aged 12 to 17. Again, we're located at Lord Wandsworth College, which is in the county of Hampshire. We begin on Sunday, the 9th of July, and we run for 4 weeks, finishing on the 5th of August of this year. The accommodation is full board accommodation in traditional British boarding school boarding houses. Our arrival day is the Sunday, and our departure day is the Saturday. Excuse me. We have a capacity of 200 students. The tuition is 18 hours of contact time with their teacher. We offer 3 full-day excursions, so one on a Wednesday and one on a Saturday and a Sunday. And we also offer optional sports academy, which is our tennis coaching, which happens on 2 afternoons in the week. So they're the key facts about Lord Wandsworth College. Again, if you do have any questions that you'd like to ask during this presentation, please just write it down, and I think Alex will be getting back to you. So as I mentioned, we in 2022, which is great, you know, post-COVID, we had a lovely mix of nationalities come and join us at Lord Wandsworth College. So we had 21 different nationalities. And on this screen here, you can see our top 10 nationalities there. We're looking forward to meeting and actually beating this for this year. So it'd be fantastic to get students from all around the world to come and join us. But as you can see here, we're very successful with getting students from across the world coming to the UK, which is fantastic for students to learn about new cultures. So with our English courses, we offer 2 main courses. So a general English course, which is for 12 hours of teaching time on a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. And then they have their skills workshop, which is 6 hours of contact time just after lunchtime. Or we offer a Green Leaders course. And now this is for a B1 level or above. Again, this is for 12 hours on a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday in the morning. And they also have their skills workshops in the afternoon. So the skills workshop is when our students, if they're doing a general English or a Green Leaders course, can come together and choose the skills workshop they'd like to do. And I'll go through those in a little bit. So first of all, our general English course. Okay, so our general English course is available to A2 students and above, so pre-intermediates. We do not accept beginners at our Lord Wandsworth College, just to let everyone know. So with our general English, we're looking at improving listening and reading skills, writing skills, and also our students will have a one-to-one tutorial with their teacher to see how their progress is going with their English. We also offer our Green Leaders course, and this is our fantastic new course we're offering from last year. Again, this is for our B1 and higher level students. Again, they can be a minimum age of 12, and this is looking at a more of a kind of problem-based approach each week. Okay, so we've come up with our 5 C's of 21st century learning. So that's our critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication, and confidence. So our students throughout the week will build confidence, we'll do some presentations, do some debating, and it's a fantastic kind of different course to a traditional kind of general English course. So they're the 2 courses we offer, as our general English and our Green Leaders course. As I mentioned before, we have our skills workshop, which is in the afternoon. Okay, so we offer 6 different skills workshops for 1.5 hours each afternoon, and our students can choose from these 6 workshops. So we offer a football academy, skills for environmentalists, examination techniques, debating, presentations and public speaking, filmmaking, and our junior journalism course. Okay, so with our skills workshop, they can choose one workshop for 1 week if they're coming for 2 weeks, and do a different workshop the week after. And it's a fantastic way for them to get to know students from other classes, which they may not be seen in the general English from the Green Leaders course. So here you can see our sample timetable. So down you can see Monday through to Sunday, and across are the times. Okay, so here you can see that on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday in the mornings, they have their English lessons, which is either general English or the Green Leaders. In the afternoons, after lunchtime, they have their skills workshop. On a Wednesday, a Saturday, and Sunday, they have their full day excursions. And with their Wednesday excursion, this is when they're taken outside of the classroom from Lord Wandsworth College, and they're actually with their teachers, maybe at a museum in London, and have a little bit of shopping afterwards. Now, in the evenings, we have a comprehensive evening program, which runs from around about 7:15 through till 9:15 in the evening. And I'll talk about this a little bit more, but the evening activities are fantastic. It's a way to get all the students together, to have some fun, have a disco, have a talent show, etc. And then we have our lights out in the evening. We have our house time where our students will go back to their house, meet their house parents, do some activities in their houses as well. So you can see here that this is a very comprehensive timetable. We've been using this since 2016, so we know it's tried and tested, and we've had fantastic feedback from our students who come to us. Here's a photo of one of our classrooms. So all of the facilities at Lord Wandsworth College are, up to date, newly built. We have interactive whiteboards. We have, the kind of a classroom experience you expect from a fantastic program such as ours. Here's another picture of, I believe this is a leaving celebration. So when our students receive their certificates at the end of the week. We use this hall also for music, for drama in the afternoons as well. I don't think I'm in this picture. I can't see my bald head, but yeah, it's another fantastic place for our students to come to at the end of the week. Right, moving on to accommodation at Lord Wandsworth College. So here you can see one of our accommodation residences. So this is actually our boys' house. So it's a fantastic house. I've actually stayed in here for a couple of summers, so I know what it's like inside, and it's a fantastic place for our students to come to at the end of the day, to kind of chill out in the evening and talk to the rest of the students in their houses. So with the accommodation at Lord Wandsworth College, so as it's a traditional British boarding school, that's the experience they're going to get. So we have between 1 to 5 beds per room. It's a very safe environment with on-site staff 24 hours a day. We have designated house parents. So when our students arrive on the Sunday, they're met by their house parent. They're shown what their bedroom is, where the toilets and bathrooms are, etc. The house parents are their point of contact that, if they've forgotten to bring a towel or if they've got any questions, the house parents always there for them to look after them 24 hours a day. We have large common areas in our houses where we have table tennis, we have table football, TVs, etc. for them to enjoy. And they have access to a kitchen area for snacks in the evening or throughout the day. If they're feeling a little bit hungry, we offer cereal, bread, fruit, etc. But the dining facilities, which I will come on to in a little bit, are fantastic anyway. And also with our accommodation, we offer a laundry service as well. This is one of our girls' houses. So I think this is Haygate House, another fantastic place for our students to live and go back and have some great times once the evening activities are over. Again, here's a photo of one of the bedrooms. So all of the bedrooms have a desk, a single bed, a wardrobe. As you expect within a British boarding school accommodation. So food and drink, my favourite topic. So the food and drink at Lord Wandsworth College is fantastic. It's very nice. So we offer breakfast, lunch and dinner every day. There's fruit offered with every meal. We offer various dietary requirements. You can see from vegetarian, vegans, halal, dairy, all the way through to whichever dietary requirements you do need. We also offer a tuck shop. So we have a tuck shop during break times, lunch times in the evening, where we sell snacks if students like to a little bit hungry during the evening activities. On days when we have excursions, we offer packed lunches. And as mentioned before, we do have self-service kind of snacks in our boarding houses in the kitchens as well. Here's a photo of some of our students eating. It's like a lovely lunch or dinner. It looks very nice. I skipped my breakfast this morning, so I'm getting hungry looking at this photo, so I'm going to move on. And as I mentioned, this is our new dining room here. Okay, so at Lord Wandsworth College, they've updated the dining facilities there. So it's a pretty cool room for all of our students to eat, breakfast, lunch and dinner in the dining room facilities there. So our activity program. So in the afternoons, we run various activities, both sporty and non-sporty. So this photo here is the swimming pool at Lord Wandsworth College. So it's another cool place for our students to enjoy during their stay with us. So with the sports we offer at Lord Wandsworth College, as you would have seen the photos, there's lots and lots of fields. So we do, obviously football, we do cricket on the fields. We offer tennis, basketball, volleyball, swimming, as you can see in the swimming pool, badminton, tag rugby, rounders, which is similar to softball, table tennis, and we also offer dance and fitness. Okay, so there's a lot of activities for students to kind of burn off that energy and have a good time, mix with each other, and all being looked after by our activity leaders. As you can see here, we've got various kind of outdoor facilities to use. So this is an AstroTurf field where we can have our tennis on, where we have hockey, where we can play football on these fields. If the weather is raining, which, as I'm sure you're aware, could be quite changeable during a British summer, we've got the use of indoor sports halls. There's actually two sports halls at Lord Wandsworth College. So here we can play basketball, we can play volleyball, we can play dodgeball inside. But hopefully, if it's a good summer weather-wise, we can be outside enjoying the lovely sun. We do offer non-sporty activities. So you can see from this list here, we offer arts and crafts, exploring the environment, which is a great way for our students to go off with activity leaders to do photography of the local nature, do flower pressing, lots and lots of cool things, which are a little bit less sporty. We do singing. I will not be doing that. I'm a terrible singer. We do a drama workshop, a junior chef, and board game challenges as well. So in our activity program, there's always something for our students to take part in, to make friends whilst doing, and just having a great time. Now, as I mentioned before, we do offer a tennis program. This is on 2 afternoons a week, and this is from an LTA, so Lawn Tennis Association certified coach. And the students will focus on various aspects of tennis, and we play on outdoor courts. Okay, so if you're interested in this is something optional we can offer our students during the afternoons for 2 afternoons a week. Okay, towards the evening activities. So in the evening, we'd like to bring all of our students together. They've had a fantastic day in their English lessons, doing their afternoon activities. They may be even on an excursion all day. And we do some really cool, fun games where we can bring the whole school together. So it could be a mini Olympics, it could be a talent show, it could be a disco on a Friday night. So we make sure that all of our students come together and just have a great time in a safe environment. So you can see on the screen there, there's lots and lots of activities we do with our students to make sure that the evenings are as much fun as the English lessons, the afternoon activities or their excursions as well. And here's a picture of some of our students singing. Not sure what they're singing, but it looks like they're having a good time. So with our excursions, as mentioned before, we have 3 full-day excursions. We have a Wednesday full-day excursion and over the weekend, so on a Saturday and Sunday. You can see at the bottom there, we go to various places around the UK. So obviously we go to London. We also go to Oxford, which is about an hour and a half from North Wandsworth College. We go to Windsor, have a visit of Windsor Castle, have a tour around there, do a little bit of shopping there as well. We go to Brighton, which is on the south coast, Portsmouth again, which is on the south coast. And we go to Thorpe Park, which is about an hour and 15 from Lord Wandsworth College, which is a fantastic amusement park. So we take our students to some pretty cool places around the UK. You can see our sample, you can see our kind of weekly excursion timetable online. But if you would like that emailed out to you, we can send that out to you so you can see on specific weeks where our students will be going. And before I get to the end, a quick quiz. Does anyone know where this is? Windsor Castle. Well done, very good, excellent. So yeah, you can see here our students from maybe last year at Windsor Castle just happened to been on the tour of the grounds there and into Windsor Castle, and just across the road from there is a lovely McDonald's, which I know well, and also a great kind of shopping centre. Fantastic. So I'm personally looking forward to welcoming your students and group leaders to us in the summer. I'm really looking forward to having a great summer and welcome everyone there. So thank you very much for listening. I'm going to hand you back now to Fiona, who will talk to you more about our Wimbledon School of English junior programme here in Wimbledon. Okay, thanks very much.
That's lovely. Thank you so much, Paul. If I can just share my screen as well now. Really nice, makes me want to go. I love it there in the summer. So let me just go to mine now. Just all bear with me a second. Here we are, because we're moving to Wimbledon. But yes, thank you, Paul. Really nice to see those photos as well. I do love it down there. It's just so vast as well, isn't it? And Lord Wandsworth, there's so much greenery. It's beautiful for people that want to get some fresh air and feel the environment. And then the excursions are so exciting as well, so they get to see a bit of the life of London and other cities. However, I'm moving us on to Wimbledon now, and for those of you who know, here is our school. This is where most of the panel are sitting at the moment. I'm still at home. I should preempt to everyone as well that I've got a dog sitting behind me, so you might hear a little barking. Excuse me, they're due to go out. So I'm going to give you some information about our centre here in Wimbledon. And this has been so popular for students that want to really have that London experience, because we take them out to London a lot when they come to Wimbledon. As you know, some of you, Wimbledon is in zone 3 of London, so the transport links are really good to get out in and out of the city, but it's a very safe, green area with a lot of things for the kids to do in Wimbledon as well. So here we are. Here are some of our students in London last year. A lot of the excursions, we really take them out and about a lot. We have a lot of staff. For those of you who know Wimbledon School of English, we make sure that our students are very well looked after. Their care, their safety and their enjoyment. So they get a full experience with us. Lots of very well-trained, experienced staff out with the kids every single time they're in Wimbledon or in London. So they get to go shopping and go and see the sights, etc., as you can see here. And I recognise a lot of these students from last year and years before as well. Really nice to see them. So some facts about WSE juniors. So the ages for WSE juniors are 14 to 17. We're not looking for students younger just now because we are in the city. Location, Wimbledon, of course. The dates, now this centre runs for longer than Lord Wandsworth. So if you had kids that wanted to experience two, then they could come to Wimbledon before or after going to Lord Wandsworth. But we open from the 25th of June and we run until the 13th of August this year. They can come for 1 week or more. Accommodation here in Wimbledon is homestay, or if the parents are bringing them, then they might have their own, well, they would have their own accommodation as another alternative. But the homestay option we think is really good. And again, if you know us, we work with over 200 homestays in the local area. All of the homestays are police checked, of course, every single adult in the homestay. They are a maximum of 20 minutes journey time to school. So they're living locally, they will live near their friends, and they have that experience and that care of living with a family that knows the area and can really kind of integrate them into their language learning experience. We do not work with agencies for homestays, so we choose all of our own families. We visit them, we know them. A lot of our families have worked with us for a long time, so they're tried and tested. And if a student is not happy in a homestay, then we work with that. And if they need to move, if they want to move, we understand that people are people, and we can easily move the students. Capacity is 60 students. We're keeping it small this year to give again that full school experience, that the students are working as a full group. So they're in classes, obviously, but they function as a group of up to 60 students when they're going out into the centre of London. And that means that they really get to meet people from all over the world and make strong friendships. Excursions, 4 central London trips every week and 1 evening out, and then 2 full-day excursions every week. The Saturday excursion is usually into London, and the Sunday excursion would be something more local. And of course, there's a bit of culture, a bit of language learning, and also a bit of shopping, souvenirs, etc. for them in every excursion. And the same as Lord Wandsworth, we also offer optional sport academy for tennis. We are in Wimbledon, so we have a lot of demand for students who want to do a bit of extra tennis coaching. And we work with a tennis coach that we have worked with for years and years. He's very popular, Paul. Paul is also his name, not our Paul, another Paul. So moving on, here we are and obviously this presentation we will send you so you can use it with your clients as well. But they do go out, not only into London, but they also go to places like Cambridge, Oxford, Portsmouth, similar to Lord Wandsworth as well. So they get a real true feeling of a British experience. And again, some of our photos from last year and previous years, all over the city. Happy faces, sunny skies, always sunny in London, of course, particularly Wimbledon. And then here we are in Wimbledon. So the school and where the students study is 5 minutes from the station. And I say station, it's a train station, an underground station, a tram station, and a huge taxi rank. So the transport links are excellent. Most of the time, the kids are traveling on the underground or the train, divided into small groups with group leaders. We have a lot of group leaders coming back to us this year, all trained and safeguarding, knowing how to cross the road, to work with groups of kids, etc., to make sure that their safety is paramount at all times during their excursions and their stay with us in general. So Wimbledon Station, 5 minutes from the school. Also, you can see here, they love this. Centre Court is our shopping centre. There's a real buzz in Wimbledon. If you haven't been to visit, then do come and see us. We're based in the heart of Wimbledon, and a lot of the homestays are very, very nearby. So Centre Court has lots of really nice shops for the kids as well. And then, of course, you can see a photo there of the tennis. Here's our school. So 41 Warple Road, there you can see it, all of our classrooms in there. And the students study completely separately to the adults. So they're only in a junior environment with our staff at all times. The courses, similar to the courses that Paul described, it's a very similar setup in the timetable to Lord Wandsworth. These courses work and they're popular. So they study General English or Green Leaders. And Green Leaders is a very popular course. It's exciting, it's current, it's contemporary. It's really challenging them through problem solving with current environmental issues of the day. Very stimulating course for students. So they do General English or Green Leaders, and then they add on a skills workshop. And the skills workshops are slightly different to Lord Wandsworth, some of them. So we've got London Explorer here as one of them. Debating, presentations and public speaking. Practical skills for the environment. Filmmaking, always popular. Junior journalist, and examination techniques for those students that want a bit more serious study. So the skills workshops are providing the language of other areas, not just English language. They're learning the language of filmmaking, the language of journalism. So it's taking it a bit further than only language skills. They're learning something within the language skills. And again, very popular. We ask students to choose these before they arrive, but of course they can change week by week as they get to the course. We always ask for a week's notice if they can do that. And so, similar to the timetable that Paul shared, we believe in really making the course dynamic. The week, every single element of the week should be memorable for the kids, and we keep them busy. And our thinking in that is that we want them to have the best experience, to make use of all of their time when they're with us, whether it's 1 week or 7 weeks with us. And also they get home to their homestay and they're exhausted, so they fall asleep. They're not sitting on their phones till late in the night. They're exhausted, they've had a great day and made loads of friends. So you can see here, Monday to Friday, they start at 9 o'clock in the morning, and they have 2 lessons a day of Green Leaders or General English. And then after break, they have their skills workshops. We provide lunch for them in school. And then you can see that they have various visits into London in the afternoons. With Wednesday evening, they're out for dinner in a restaurant. So here we've got Hard Rock Cafe. Loads of restaurants that they love. They love the night out. Friday night is the Friday Youth Club in school, where they have a chance to mingle, to listen to music, to play table football. We organise games and all sorts of activities in the school for them. Saturday, full day excursion, and Sunday, full day local excursion, for example, to Thorpe Park, the fun park, the amusement park that Paul mentioned. So lots and lots to keep them busy and really give them a memorable experience. Sports Academy, so the tennis coaching. And this is all done, as I said, with a local tennis coach that we know well. So this is a lovely activity for them, and it can replace some of the afternoon group activities. A sample excursion calendar. So just to give you an idea of the places that they might go and some of the photos that go with it. So Monday could be South Bank walking tour, where they see the Tate Modern, they see all the sites on the riverbank. Tuesday, British Museum and Covent Garden. Students love Covent Garden. Of course, they love the British Museum. I think that's one of the most visited museums in the UK. But Covent Garden is fabulous for shopping in that market atmosphere. Wednesday, Madame Tussauds, for example, Regent's Park, Baker Street, Oxford Street shopping, and then a meal out in London. Thursday, optional tennis coaching, traditional British sports and activities in Wimbledon Common, or local shopping. So this is one example of keeping it a bit more local and getting to experience the Wimbledon atmosphere as well. There's a lot happening in Wimbledon. There are loads of shops, restaurants, theatres, cinemas, huge parks. Wimbledon Common is a great area for students to go and play games, have a picnic. And again, that's about 10 or 15 minutes walk from the school. Friday, Portobello Market, that's Notting Hill for those who don't know, and Westfield Shopping Centre, big famous indoor shopping centre. And then Saturday, Thames River Cruise, Greenwich Park Maritime Museum, that's always a popular excursion. And Sunday, Hampton Court and Kingston Shopping. So that gives you an idea of what a week can look like, alongside all of the study that they've been doing in the morning. So really, it's a great fun-packed programme. And that comes to the end. You can see here QR code if you want to download our brochure as well, but we will send you everything as I said. So let me just stop sharing my screen. There we are. And coming back. One thing that I didn't mention there, of course, is the homestay and coming back and forward to school, which is again all in the local area. So nice and safe for the kids. To be so close to the school. So I think that's us come to the end of both of our presentations now. And I think there are a couple of questions in the chat box. Greg, are you able to lead on them? Let me just open them up and then.
Yeah, we have a couple of questions. So the first question we had was about the nationality mix for each centre. So in the presentation, you would have seen the nationality mix from last year's. But for the summer coming up, at Lord Wandsworth College, we have students from Spain, Argentina, Italy, Poland, Slovakia, Brazil, Switzerland, Turkey, Portugal, Israel, China, Georgia, Thailand, Estonia, Bosnia, and Japan. So we have quite a few already booked, and we're looking forward to getting more in this summer. For the Wimbledon course this summer, we have students coming from Italy, Spain, Brazil, France, Switzerland, Poland, Turkey, Portugal, Japan, Czech Republic, Germany, and Russia. So we have quite a good mix at each centre.
Yep, lovely, thank you. Alex has just posted here just to let everyone know that WSE is popular and it's actually already full. So it's full on week starting the 9th of July and the 16th of July. But do contact any of us because that changes all the time. So just to be aware.
Yeah, and there was another question about availability for Lord Wandsworth College and groups. Are any weeks full for groups at Lord Wandsworth College? So I think
sorry,
I think I can answer that question. Now we still have some availability for groups. We work with small groups, 10 students and a group leader. So do get in touch with June regarding any groups that you may have.
And there's another question about how you mentioned, Fiona, about hosts and the distance to the homestay. What is the average distance to homestay accommodation for junior students?
So the homestays, we try to place the kids as near to the school as possible. However, the later you leave a booking, the more difficult that becomes, is what I would say first of all. So get in there quickly with your bookings if you can. Now, all of our homestays are a maximum of 25 minutes door to door. So that's the first thing to say. They're all in the local area and we have very good maps and directions. So the homestay will help the students to understand how to travel to and from school. Now, some of the homestay, the students would use a bus or one underground stop. Some of the homestays will also be walking distance. So we can't guarantee that they're all walking distance. Some would be possibly a 10-minute bus journey. The buses are regular, reliable and safe. And we provide all the details and, as I say, guidance on how to come and go from the host family.
Great. Thanks, Fiona. There is one more question. I think this might be for you, Paul. It's about the Green Leaders course and levels, so about placing students in different levels. Can students who are under B1 level do the Green Leaders course, or how do you place them in different classes when they come to the school?
Yeah, thanks, Greg. And yeah, so our Green Leaders is B1 and above, so we have to stick to that just with the actual syllabus itself. But with the levels, you know, we will send out a test prior to the students arriving to the school, and also when they do arrive, we'll be doing an oral test with them as well to put them into different levels. But going back to your original one, that is B1 for the Green Leaders, the minimum level. Otherwise, General English for A2. And just to you know, confirm, we can't take beginners A1 level at both campuses.
Yeah, if I could just add to that as well, I mean, the B1 is the threshold there, really, because it's talking about complex language, complex problem solving, something that I think for anyone below B1 they would not be able to communicate efficiently, and they would not have the best experience in the classroom. From below B1, it's really about getting those fundamental language skills in place. And also to add for the beginners, the beginners really it's a lot about safety. If you send a kid who's got no English at all, then obviously it's very difficult to understand the instructions when out on excursions, things like crossing the road, coming back, when to meet group leaders, how to make a phone call, things like that. So it's really about safety for the beginners. So do bear that in mind. The A2, they need to have some low level of English communication or understanding.
And there is just one more question from the registration forms. Thanks for everybody for asking questions as well when you registered for the webinar, and they're very useful. So the last question is about, so with the Wimbledon course, we obviously have homestay and we have the option to do the course and activities only. Is it possible to attend as a day student at Lord Wandsworth College? Somebody has asked. That would probably be Paul.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, this is a tough one because, you know, they would be missing out on a lot of the program if they're just coming for the day, just for the day itself, because obviously the evening activity program, as well as, you know, the house time and the residences, is a big part of that whole kind of the program it does run. But yeah, if they are staying with someone close to where Lord Wandsworth College is, that's something we can talk about. And I would suggest just emailing either Alex or June just for some more information. But you know, it's just there's a lot that they would miss out of if they were going to be just coming for the day.
There's a couple more after coming in during the question. Delia's asked, can you remind me of the activities that have to be chosen per week, or can they be chosen every afternoon? As that's at LWC.
Cool. Hello, Delia. Yeah, so with the activities, yeah, they can choose them on the morning of that day. So it's different from the workshops where they have to do that workshop for the week itself, and they can change for the following week. But with the activity program itself, you know, we do offer them that they can sign up either the night before or the morning of, depending on, you know, the weather that day as well. We may have to change a couple of activities, but yeah, the activity program is quite flexible and they can sign up, you know, the day of that.
Right. And there's some more questions coming in. Kazuaki asks, how many students will be placed in the one host family? Will they be placed by gender, different gender will be placed in the same family? Or if they're coming as a group, will the same students from a group be placed in the same family?
I can take that. So with the families then, there's no more than 4 people. per family is the first thing to say. And they have the option of twin or single rooms. So that would be same gender, obviously. That's up to you. If you're bringing a group and you would like them to be placed together, then that's something that we can talk about. What we encourage is students are with students from other countries, other nationalities, in order to enhance their language learning experience. But as I say, do talk to us if you're thinking of sending a group, because we can be flexible with your requests.
And from Kazaki again, Oyster cards on arrival day, how does that work? Will we give the students Oyster cards? This is for Wimbledon, I assume, or do the students need to buy Oyster cards themselves?
No, they get their travel card, and we send them to the host family so that they're there waiting for the student on arrival.
Great. And there is another question. Could you explain the procedure of airport transfers for students joining the Lord Wandsworth College programme?
Yeah, sure. I can take that one. One of my favourite subjects, airport transfer. So yeah, we offer a free transfer between the hours of 10 and 5 upon the arrival. So if they're arriving between that time there, that you know, we will transfer them for free from the airports, Heathrow or Gatwick, to Lord Wandsworth College. If it's outside of this time, then it would be a private transfer. And again, these are all in our brochure and in the fees. But with the between 10 and 5, that's the free transfer one, where, you know, we'll be collecting students and taking them back via coach or taxi to the school. But they'll always be you know, welcomed by a member of our staff. They're going to have their name on the board, so when they're coming through the arrivals, they can see that we're there, etc. We know that they're expected to be there as well. So yeah, it's all covered. And yeah, any more information that they do need regarding you know, transfers, just contact one of us and we can give some more information.
Okay, thanks, Paul. Last question from Delia. Is it possible to get sent the excursion schedule for both programs? Thank you. So I think we are going to send everybody the excursion calendar for both programs after this. Alex will follow up with everybody, but at the moment, each program, each excursion calendar, week by week, is already on the course page on our website for each program. So you'll see them there as a photo gallery, so you can see what's happening each week. And with that, that is all the questions we've been asked today.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone for staying with us there. I'm sorry we can't see you, but I know you can see us, and we're here for you. There's lots of us ready to answer your questions, and we're so looking forward to this summer. So anything at all, just get in touch. Let us know what you need from us, and we're here to help. And thank you to the panel as well. Nice to see you with all our lovely backgrounds. I think it's looking quite splendid. So anyway, have a good day, everyone, and we'll speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.